said that Navadwipa is shaped as a lotus flower, and Antardweep is right as the center, as the stamen of the lotus flower. And Antardweep is non-different from Goloka of Vrindavan, and the center of Antardweep is Mayapur, which is non-different from the Mahavan forest, which is the center of Goloka Vrindavan. And the center of Mayapur is Yoga Pit, which is the most exalted place in the entire universe. So, there is a pastime where Antardweep received its name. Antar means secret, Dweep means island. I'll just cut it really short. So after Brahma witnessed Krishna killing the Aghasura demon, he... One second, I'm going to read my book. Okay. So after he witnessed him killing the Aghasura demon, and he saw the Aghasura's soul merged into Krishna's body, and he realized, wow, this is the Supreme Lord. But then, just not like hours later, he watched as Lord Krishna engaged in pastimes with his coward boyfriends, eating prasadam with them, sharing prasadam. And so after that, he, of course, had his pastime where he tested Krishna by stealing the coward boys and the calves and hiding them in the cave. And that's when he realized, of course, that Krishna is Narayan. And he surrendered to Lord Krishna, and even though Krishna told him that there's nothing to worry about, Brahma regretted it so much that he went to this place, Antardweep, and he performed great austerities until Lord Chaitanya appeared to him. And Brahma requested that, Krishna, please allow me to appear in your next pastimes as someone in your pastimes rather than someone who's like ruining them. So he felt so terrible, so he begged Lord Chaitanya to let him appear in his pastimes. So Lord Chaitanya agreed and said that, because Lord Brahma requested that I was so puffed up, please just give me the most lowering birth you could possibly imagine. So Lord Chaitanya said, all right, you'll be born in a Muslim family, but don't worry, you'll have the chance to worship me as Haridas Thakur. But he said, don't tell anyone about this, don't tell anyone I'm coming as Lord Chaitanya. It's a total secret. So this is known as Antardweep, Secret Island. So the first place on this island is the Yoga Pit. We were going to do a whole bunch of stuff, but we don't have time, so... Bhaktivinoda Thakur established Yoga Pit in 1893, and Yoga Pit's also known as the meeting place because that was the place where all of Lord Chaitanya's associates all came and met for the first time. It was also the center of all of Lord Chaitanya's childhood pastimes was here in the Yoga Pit area. So we have a song.
Very traditional song.
Very traditional. It's been a while, so we thought I might as well just reenact it once again. Okay. You have plugging for these?
I think she had battery working.
It's on piano?
Yeah. Should I go on? Yeah, the panel. Okay. Is that it? Sounds good. Okay. Here? Okay. Better. It might be really low. Just start. Yeah. sing the names of Lord Chaitanya when he was born.
Okay, so next I think we have. Do we take another? Murai Gupta. You see here, it's a black person with the Hanuman because he is Hanuman in the Ramachandra Leela. He's come as Murai Gupta this time.
Murai Gupta was one of the two friends, along with Gadadhar Pandit, who were the same age as Lord Chaitanya and grew up with him as children. So there's one quick passage. Should we read it? I'll just tell it really quickly. Practically, when Murai Gupta found out that Lord Chaitanya was going to take sannyas, he became so devastated he went to the marketplace secretly and bought a saw for cutting shells, and he hid it in his house, planning to commit suicide that night with it. But Lord Chaitanya knows everything, so he came to Murai Gupta's house, and at first he was really cordial and just had some prasadam, had some kirtan, and he whispered in Murai Gupta's ear, he said, "Murai Gupta, give me the saw." He said, "I know what you're planning tonight, you have to give me the saw." Murai Gupta's, "I don't know what you're talking about. I have no saw, I have no plans." But Lord Chaitanya, he of course knew, and eventually convinced Murai Gupta to give him the saw and not commit suicide. So that was a fun
Was it a chainsaw?
So, who's this? Shiva Sangha? Where is it? Okay, next is Srivas Angam. It is Srivas's house, Srivas Pandit's, where all the first kirtans started, starting with night kirtans. He is, who is he? Narada Muni in Krishna Leela. Anyhow,
In every Leela.
yeah.
It was said that the Sankirtan that he performed in Srivas's house was non-different from the Rasa Leela in Vrindavan. But the difference was that in this Sankirtan he gave the prema in the Rasa Leela to everyone instead of keeping it between him and the gopis. So that's why it's so special.
We have a little skit to go with this Shiva Sangha. Really quickly.
I convinced my dad to come up with this. So.
You should go ahead and start having me sing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Oh, Gopal Champa.
I have come here to join the kirtan party.
Oh, well, this is actually not a public gathering. It's just Lord Chaitanya with his family members. It's a small gathering, but come back tomorrow and visit.
You'll pay Srivas! These fools think I'm doing kirtan, just making noise and racket. Take my meat, put some wine in front of his door. Now let's see what a great devotee he is. Devotee's kicking me this.
Oh, my meat and wine. Somebody very kindly brought me this for my Durga Puja.
Oh, Srivas, none of us can actually believe that you would do such a thing. However, we do feel very much compassion for one who would dare to commit such an offense. Ah! Leprosy! It's all over me! Leprosy!
Lord Chaitanya!
I beg you, relieve me from my suffering. I'm kind of leprosy. Get out of here! Just seeing you incurs sin. Why, if you cannot tolerate this pain, just imagine what you will suffer in Kumbhipaka hell. Vaishnav can cleanse the entire universe, and yet you have criticized and offended a devotee. For this you will spend many lifetimes, birth after birth, facing the consequences. Now get out of here, I cannot look at you anymore.
Please, Lord Chaitanya, I need mercy.
Well, you will not get mercy from me. But your only hope rests with attaining the forgiveness of the one who you have gravely offended. Attaining the lotus feet of Srivas Pandit is your only hope. Thank you!
My dear Srivas, I have gravely offended you. Please, relieve me from my suffering. Look what he's got! That's it! That's my desk.
So the next place is on the map is this little cottage here, which is Adwaita's house and also Gadadhar's house, since they're only 20 feet apart.
Yeah,
So this is the place where Adwaita would do his prayers and beg Lord Chaitanya to come down to earth. And it's also Gadadhar's house, as he was one of the children who grew up with Lord Chaitanya. And he and Lord Chaitanya were very close, and yes, that's all we have. It's pretty short, but the next place is Chaitanya Math, which is from here all the way up to here. There's little houses here. So this place was established by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he said it was the place where Vrindavan is manifest. So it was his headquarters. The main temple was his headquarters. This is his headquarters. During his preaching in India, and at its peak time, there were 800 devotees living there to cope with all the influx of visitors and everything like that. So
Then we have Shamakund and Radhakund, which...
oh yeah.
So we made a diorama of the whole entire Chaitanya Math. Govardhan Hill is manifest here, and Radhakund and Shamakund.
Don't get noise.
It's a temple, yes, it's his one.
No, it's not Gorky Shore's Samadhi. It's the
No, it's not. It's behind it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, Radhakund and Shamakund are still visible today and are non-different than the Shamakund, Radhakund, and Vrindavan. And the Govardhan Hill is a lot smaller. It takes about 3 minutes or something to circumambulate, but you get the same benediction, the same potency from circumambulating it. And then we have over here Chandra Shekhar's house. This is where Lord Chaitanya came and told him that he's taking sannyas.
And he was also Lord Chaitanya's father figure after Jagannath Mishra passed away, and also took care of Sachimata after Lord Chaitanya left. Yep. This is Bhaktisiddhanta's Samadhi. This was his headquarters and his main place, so he was buried here, and it's his Samadhi. This little garden that was in between Chandrasekhar's house and Bhaktisiddhanta's Samadhi. It's not anything special, but really cute. So all of Vrindavan is said to be manifest here except for the forests of Vrindavan. So that's the only thing missing, but very special nonetheless.
What is the white building?
It's the main. That's the main temple, and the deities there are Sri Gandharvika Giridhari, and there's a Radha and a Krishna and 2 Lord Chaitanyas, a larger one and a smaller one. And strange deities, but they're very, very beautiful deities.
Oh yeah, and behind the main temple is Gaura Kishore Das Babaji's Samadhi.
We don't have
Wow.
one. Yeah. Okay. We have any more left. Okay.
We're almost done.
Almost done. Okay, so we only have 2 places left. So this place, it's called sometimes Ishodhyana Gaura Mandir or Nanda Acharya's house. Ishodhanya is the area between the Mayapur temple and Chaitanya Math, and Ishodhanya is non-different from Radhakund in Vrindavan. And Bhakti Vinod, I have something here but I won't read it because it's too long, but Bhakti Vinod wrote many wonderful things about Ishodhanya because he was very attached to Radhakund. So, but Ishodhanya, the area contains Nanda Acharya's house, which was the place where Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda first met, ever. So, we wanted to read it, but I don't think we have any time. So. Let's read the story. So. I'll show you.
That was at Nanda Acharya's house?
Yeah. Okay. Lastly, we have ISKCON Mayapur Temple. It's Parpasamadi, and this is the upcoming temple. Anyhow, this is the most visible devotee city in the entire world for us. It's like the one in the most construction. And there are many predictions and many beautiful things from many acharyas that are said about it. So I really wanted to read some. Okay, first of all, Navadwipa is essentially non-different from Vrindavan Dham. But Mayapur is both, it's above both Navadwipa and Vrindavan. The first predictions of the whole entire Vedic planetarium was predicted by Lord Nityananda himself when he was giving the tour of Navadvipa to Jiva Goswami. Anyways, he said this is a specific prediction that he said. In the due course of time, the Ganges will hide Sri Dham Mayapur, but then again it will be revealed. By Lord Chaitanya's wish, people will inhabit Mayapur. All the lost bathing ghats on the bank of the Ganges will re-manifest and devotees will build temples of the Lord. One exceedingly great temple will also appear in Mayapur, which will broadcast the eternal service of Lord Gaura throughout the world. Praudamaya, the eternal consort of Lord Shiva, will again manifest by the Lord's will and act as Yoga Maya to reveal the spiritual Dham of Navadvipa. So, here it is. It's coming true. One beautiful temple.
Yeah.
Bhakti Vinod also, he didn't predict it, but he saw the vision from his balcony of a city of devotees. Yeah, that was going to evolve just near Yoga Pit. So
Yeah, and when he first saw the vision of Yoga Pit, because there was a lot of controversy where Lord Chaitanya's real birthplace was, so he was on his balcony over there, and he saw these lights, and then he went to investigate the next day, and there was 3 mounds of rubble, and there was a tulsi tree on each one growing, and he knew this was this where Lord Chaitanya was born, and then he had Gaura Das Babaji?
Jagannath.
Jagannath Das Babaji. He came in a basket. He was carried in a basket because he was 114. Anyways, he was in this basket getting carried. He brought him to this place, and he jumped out of his basket. He hadn't moved for years, and he started saying, Gauranga, Gauranga, which definitely proved it was the right place. So, this is Mayapur Temple? Where? You don't remember this? Oh yeah, Srila Prabhupada says something that was nice too about the temple. The scriptures of the centuries past describe a vast and profoundly influential spiritual center as Sri Dham Mayapur, a city which will succeed in ushering in a new world culture based on Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's example and teaching of Krishna consciousness. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur perceived the city, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur laid out its foundation, and Srila Prabhupada started the construction.
And Srila Prabhupada said that building this temple is the devotee's most important work. So happy it's being built. This is the temple. I think it was originally planned to be finished in 2014, but it's been moved to 2016. It's going to be as big as St. Paul's Cathedral in Italy, which is one of the biggest cathedrals in the world.
St. Peter's
Yes, sorry.
Cathedral.
Peter, same thing. So yes,
Domes are blue now.
anyway, it's going to be amazing.
Come
So there's so many much more to
So
go on
much.
Navadwipa. It's just gotta
We're all fast.
condense it all.
Well,
Most amazing place ever.
yeah.
So that is it.
How do
How do you?